Her body fell in the garden in front of her daughter, who was traumatized by the experience and years later followed her mother's example. At that moment, Robert comes back from burying Zeka's body and decides to finally accept Vera's offer, allowing her to sleep in his bed that night. The two of them finally kiss, but Vera doesn't want to go further yet because Zeka left her in pain, thus the new couple cuddles until they fall asleep. That night, Robert dreams of the dreadful events that happened 6 years ago. He attended a wedding party with his daughter Norma, who was now a teenager under the effects of the medicine that allowed her to be social again after her breakdown related to her mother's death. The party was in full swing when Robert suddenly noticed Norma was missing and went out to the garden to look for her. After seeing a guy go away on a bike, Robert found Norma's shoes and coat, following the trail of accessories until he found his daughter unconscious on the ground with her clothes all wrinkled up, a consequence of the bike rider taking advantage of her. As soon as she woke up, she saw Robert and started screaming because she thought he was her attacker. Back to the present, Vera is dreaming of the same event. Vicente, a young man that worked with his mother in her dress shop, crashed the party and took some of the illegal substances other guests were sharing. Then, Vicente tried flirting with Norma, misunderstanding the kind of substances she was under while taking her to the garden. Norma took off her coat and shoes simply because she found them annoying, but Vicente took it as a signal she was into him as well and dragged her under a tree to get frisky. At first, Norma didn't mind, but when the wedding band started to play the song she was singing when her mother died, her PTSD was triggered and Norma began screaming. Not willing to stop, Vicente covered her mouth but Norma bit him, causing Vicente to hit her and accidentally knocked her out. Panicking, he fixed her clothing in a rush and got out of there on his bike, unaware that Robert could see his license plate. A few days later, while Vicente went out for a ride, Robert put on a costume and approached him with his van, hitting him to make him crash. Then, Robert shot Vicente with a sleeping dart and kidnapped him to keep him as a prisoner in an old garage on his estate. It didn't take Vicente long to start getting crazy down there, but Robert never spoke to him and only came by to shower him with a hose or bring water and rice. Vicente's mom went to the police to beg for help,